sweating, keep diving, keep giving. My body, straight swimming, black water, keep drinking. And I was off to taste like your tongue. My body, close corner. I know you only like it when it's loud, but I'm still shaking from your mouth. And I was grabbing at your hair again. I was riding on the belly wave again. Please accept my body. Please relax and steady. You were out there. I wanna see why your body keeps shaking. I was so cold on love, couldn't feel the thighs anymore. And in the black stare, I wanna feel the ribs when you come in. And I'm so sure, I'm in a bed. Everything around is always timed back to me. Elusive in the sauna and I'm shooting in my sleep. Lying like a Saturn feeling running deep. But the baby keeps coming when she's running over me. I was a silhouette, I know I'm wild, but the passion's getting louder yet. It's me a dreaming for. I am the icy baby, I am the needle baby. I am the slippery tree, you're back up on your bleeding while I'm grabbing at your hair again. While I'm riding on the belly wave again. Please accept my body and bones. Please relax, please steady too cold. We were out there, out there. We were out there. Wanna see why your body keeps shaking. I was so cold on love, couldn't feel the thighs anymore. Sorry. Wicca Phase Springs Eternal. God Boy Click Misery Club. Hello. Hello. What's up? I went horseback riding today. I loved it. Never done that before. My horse's name was Milo. He was what are they called? The only horse breeds I know are from Red Dead Redemption, and it was like one of those. Draft horse. It was a draft horse, yes. According to GameRant.com, a Belgian draft horse is the 21st of 24 best horses in Red Dead Redemption 2. Man, it was great. Milo was awesome. I'll post pictures later. Honestly, it was like I was pretty nervous going in because I didn't know like what the intensity or speed would be like, and it was totally fine. Could have gone faster. It was me and Ethan Small. It was me and Katrina, and there was like a random couple there. Man, they were great. Those horses were great. Katrina's horse's name was Whiskey. And the man, the trail guide, like the guy who goes out with you, was just like smoking a cigarette the whole time.
He was cool. I had a great time. A really great time. Also, about halfway through, I realized that the horse was not going to pay attention to the reins whatsoever. And he would just do whatever the other horses would do. So I was like, well, nothing I can do now. You know? All right, today we're doing a I Love Love stream. So if you have relationship questions or any sort of anything like tangentially related, post it here. We'll try and get to it. A couple things. First off, I'm not in this round. There's already a ton of questions here. In this round, I'm not going to... A lot of people are like, hey, I like this person in the chat. Will you, tell them, or will you make a connection happen? I'm not going to do that. Because I can't vouch for, 99% of you. No offense. I don't know you guys. So I'm not gonna be like, yo, person A says that they like person B, and then person A ends up to be a stalker or something like that. You know what I mean? I can't get into that. The other only other thing I'll say is there are some people who name names in here of people that aren't in the chat, but people, people you guys would know, some of my friends and stuff. And for the ones that are pertinent and we can, there's some entertainment value or there's an actual question involved, I'll get to those, but I'm not going to name the people because they didn't, they're not here to talk about themselves. Lastly, I will say that I'm trying to get one or two people on here. I texted some random people. I don't think any of them are going to come on, but we'll see if they do. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else that would be funny that I could text. Who would be good? Brett Lauderdale? No. I don't know. Okay, well, doesn't matter. What I am going to do, I will ask the chat for some feedback. Because I'm only one person. I know what I think about all this stuff. I haven't read many of them. I just kind of screen them to make sure that they're, whatever. To make sure that there was pertinent, relevant questions and stuff, and that this stream could happen. Also had an idea about 30 seconds before going on of someone that I could ask, but it would take some planning. So maybe we'll do a I Love Love stream part 3 soon if I can make it happen. All right, let's get into it. Oh, quickly, I mentioned that I would have a new playlist to accompany this stream. I don't have it finished yet, because I was horseback longer than I thought. So, and then I had to go to my grandmother's. So I'll get that to you guys somehow. Yeah, maybe we could do that, Kojo. That's a good idea. Now, my grandmother's, she's 91. So there's a natural decline that happens when you get to be 91. And then, like, recently she's been, like, I don't know. She's been, like, saying that she's sick. And she, like, went to the hospital a couple times. And they were like, nothing's wrong. And then my mom took her to the doctor the other day. And she was like... She had no symptoms of anything. Really. So, it was, like, hard to, like, pin anything down. And then the other day, she went to the doctor and, like, described all the symptoms of a sinus infection. And the doctor was like, yeah, you have a sinus infection. My mom was like, this is, like, the first we're hearing about this, you know? So anyway, so now it's just, like, I have to, like, check on my grandmother more. You know what I mean? And sometimes she's really miserable, which is fair. You're allowed to be miserable at that age. Today she was all right. She loves to say that she's ready for the boneyard. I'm like, can you not say that? Like, can you just not say that to me? You know? She's funny though. All right. Adam, can I have your number? No. That's an easy one. We're in the open forum. Again, if you have questions, you can post them here. Yeah, Tender, I'm with you, man. It's you know, it is scary to think about. Hold on. I lost my... Okay. Let's dive into this. Yeah, Kojo, I thought about that too. I'm there. I'm with you. Would I consider having Miss Spears as a guest on the relationship open forum thing? I'm not going to do that to her. All right. Where do these start? Here we go. My ex and I dated for a couple months. We clicked very well, but when he tried to make our relationship open/poly, it fell apart. I had said before we dated that I wasn't into being poly. A year has passed and we are still friends, and he recently said he still has feelings for me. Would it be foolish for us to pick things back up? I don't want to repeat history, but I think we could have had something together. Well, I would say if you don't want to be poly, stand your ground. And if you think that this person has changed, you know, you would think that, like, all right, so I'm assuming that, like, if when you say that it fell apart, when he tried to make the relationship poly, you were like, this isn't going to work for me and we need to break up, right? And now a year later, he's like, I have feelings for you. You know, insinuating we should get back together. You should get back together. I'm not involved in this. I already know that there's no polyamory happening in this situation. But yeah, you don't want to repeat history. Well, all right. So I would think that this person would be like, all right, I can give this up for the person who asked the question. I can give up the idea of an open relationship because I want to be with the person who asked this question. You would think that that's why they would come back, you know, to the whatever. But you don't know that, right? You can't assume that. They could just be like, well, I'll give it another shot. And then you're back to square one where you're like, you know, we're now 5 months into this thing and he's trying to have an open relationship again, and I already told him 100 times this isn't what I want. So I guess you need to be really clear about that. That's a big shades of gray, like, situation, you know? I don't know. This is where I would go to the chat. Okay. Ruby says, leave them or tell them they don't respect your wishes. Ashes to Ashley says, honestly, if he was willing to date other people in the first place, hell no. Yeah, JDuff says it depends on if he still wants the same thing. Right. As long as you're clear, you're monogamous, it should be okay. Right. Until it's not, though. You know, that's the thing, Mayday. Right? Daisy says, sounds like he needs to decide if he could drop the poly lifestyle or for a monogamous relationship. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, thanks, Kojo. Bob2D2 says, me no likey open relationships. Another heads up, when I see the word y'all, because y'all is not part of my vocabulary, it's like me like hitting a brick wall in reading. It's like coming across like a word in not even a different language, like a different dimensional alphabet. I just like don't know what to do with that word. Have I ever had a right person, wrong time situation? I don't think so. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. I don't know. This person also says, I've been in love with this one guy for almost 2 years now, and it feels like it's making me go crazy. I have no idea how he feels about me, and I just get the most mixed signals, and while he has never done anything to hurt me, I can't help but wonder if it's even a good idea. On one hand, it feels like if it's meant to be, it will be. If it's meant to be, it will be. / waiting on divine timing. But on the other hand, it feels like I'm just following this guy around like a puppy. And he doesn't think of me in the same way. I just needed to say this somewhere because I really can't talk to any of my friends about it. I want it to work out so bad. I care about him so much. Okay, so I would need to know. I think we all need to know, like, what is the context? Like, is this like a friend or like a friend of a friend or like, you know, the coffee guy or something like that? Barista, you know? And like, what are the mixed signals, you know? Is he like, you know, I don't know. What, like, you know, hey, you're cute, but my girlfriend wouldn't think so. Like, that's a mixed signal. You know, I don't know. Hard to say. You know, it just sounds like there's not even much feedback here that's needed, and it's just an opportunity to get stuff off of your chest, which is fine. I'm happy to be the voice. JDuff says, how do they act when they're around you? No one else. That's a great question. Yeah, I would need to know the context of that. If you want to write back in and let me know, I can follow back up with that. Would you ever date someone that is non-binary? Like not. Yeah, like I wouldn't not date someone that is non-binary, like out of principle. You know what I mean? But I don't think I'm going to date anyone else ever. It's Adam and Kitty. So, I don't know. But I don't like, again, I get these questions and I don't know, like, if this person is like, I don't know. The person asking is like, I don't know if I would date someone who's non-binary. So I'm going to ask Adam what he thinks. And then whatever he says, I will pursue this. Anyway, I don't know. What's the best way I can move on from a relationship? We were together for about 2.5 years and I just feel so lost. It's been a month and a half. Well, isn't there a rule that's like, oh man, a GoFundMe link is going to get you banned real quick. Okay. There's a rule that's like you get like a month for every year to grieve. And they were together 2.5 years and it's been a month and a half since they broke up. So you still have a month in like whatever weird, I don't know who the fuck made this rule up. I don't know I don't think it's like in the Bible or in the Constitution, but I know people say it. So here's what I would do. Personally, I would dive into my hobbies and interests and like things that kind of feel selfish. See, I'm like I'm a weird guy where I think like doing anything that like pursuing any interest that doesn't have like a productive outcome is selfish. I know that's not true. You know what I mean? I know that's not true. I just feel like that sometimes. But if I were you, I would be like, fuck it. I'm doing whatever I want. I'm pursuing any interest I want. I'm going to, might not be the best thing to like get really good at Fortnite, but I want to, and I'm going to do it, and it will distract me, so I'm going to do it. What else do other people say? Zervan says I needed 3 years to recover from my 3-year relationship. What is the math behind a month for every year? I don't know. Rachel says dwelling on the relationship isn't going to help. Oh, Danny says her aunt says it takes half the time. Okay, so you might have another year of this to get over the situation. Therapy could definitely help with the process. Yes, I would also say precursor, although we're already well into this, that therapy is probably the answer for a lot of these questions. JDuff says, JDuff is coming in informed, I feel like. Not informed, but like, I'm liking what JDuff is saying. Make sure you have all the closure you need. It's horrible moving on without closure. Yeah, that's true. Healing is not linear. Take your time, but stay active so you don't dwell too much. That's great advice, Mayday. Need to find a decent therapist. Consult your doctor. I've been single for almost 3 years. I don't know if I should be giving out any more advice. Well, that's relative to, whatever. Kissing Daisy says, I didn't do anything for months, and then I started going out with friends. I got therapy and continue to find new hobbies. I think about them, the person, the ex, but it doesn't hurt as much. Some days I feel like I'm back at month 1, but it'll be okay. Yeah. Good advice. If it's meant to be, it'll be. You know who's super weird? Little Miss Muffet. What is her deal? Always sitting on her tuffet and like afraid of spider. What is that? She's so weird. I don't think I trust her. But I don't know that much about her, but I just get like a weird, when you meet someone and you're like, there's just like something's not sitting right with me. That's how I feel about Little Miss Muffet. There's something weird about her. If my girl is still friends with a guy, there's just like something off about her. I asked Brody this, and Brody agreed too. He said that there's like why is she so jumpy? And I agree. Oh, I forgot about Miss Mary Mack. I think Miss Mary Mack is cool. I forgot about her. I haven't thought about Miss Mary Mack in a while. I think, she's pretty cool. What was her deal? All dressed in black. Oh, she had silver buttons all down her back. And asked her mom for money for 50 cents to see the elephants jump over the fence. Yeah, Miss Mary Mack is cool. It's just there's something weird about Little Miss Muffet. Okay. If my girl is still friends with a guy who's done shady shit to her in the past and tried to ruin me and her relationship, it wouldn't be wrong of me to ask her not to talk to him anymore, right? I don't think so. I think it's valid for you to be like, listen. Yeah, right. Haley, right. Based on this context alone, it's valid. Danny says clear communication is sexy people shit. Yeah, I mean, with no context, if you're like, blank slate, and then you have like some like outsider being like, I'm going to ruin this relationship that I'm not a part of. And then the girl is like, nah, I'm cool with him. I think it's fair. What is a weird quirk or obsession of yours? Well, I can't stop thinking about Little Miss Muffet. So, it's pretty weird. The energy at your shows is literal magic every single time I've seen you. So, suffer on. Oh, this is just a nice comment. Suffer on was released during my darkest timeline, quote unquote, and listening to the album kept me sane and able to be here to type this out now. I'm beyond thankful for you and for this fan base. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Adopt? When it comes to love, should I follow my mind or my heart? A healthy balance seems in order. Yeah. Christopher Wayne says both. Heartstuck says both. Jduff says both. Reaper says for real. Adopt says, do I listen to Modest Mouse? I'll tell you what, I have not. I do listen to. I used to love Modest Mouse, and then I hadn't listened to them for about 10 years, if not more. And then yesterday I started listening to them again because I've been watching the OC, and they were on the OC. I think you have to follow your brain and your heart. Normally I'm a brain. Oh, thanks, Bunny. What's up, Bunny? Bunny, how were they? How were they when you saw them live? Can you release more fire merch, please? Yes. Are you married? No. How to know if I'm in love. How do I, sorry, I have to like edit this a little bit so it makes sense. How do I know if I'm in love? And also, how do I know if they are right for me? I'm scared to commit fully, especially if theoretically there is someone better for me out there. Well, I think if you're like, there might be someone better out there for me, then that could be an issue, you know? But if you're willing to put in the work to like, you know, committing fully, that's relative. If that means you're just like dating that person exclusively, or maybe you guys move in together or something like that, or like you go on a family vacation with them or something like that, you know, those are big steps, but maybe that's like the type of stuff you need to know like if it's worth it and if it's like working for you and if the person is right for you. Okay? But if you're like, there's someone better out there for me, it's obvious to me, then maybe there is. Shannon says, sounds like OP is having doubts. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Shannon. Shannon's here to just like go scorched earth on anyone that's like on the fence. I just get that. Yeah. Christ in Man says OP needs to take some trippies and ponder, perhaps. Or perhaps they might be thrown off by the drugs, and then they're like, turns out I need mushrooms to love this person. And then is it really, you know, whatever. Okay. All right. So my answer there, commit a little more than you are right now. Okay. If you want to, if that is something that appeals to you, you know, push it further a little bit. If it's like, if there's like too much friction there, internal friction, then maybe it's not right. When you know, I guess. Okay, so if you recall from a few months ago, I, 20-year-old male, asked about gaining confidence / experience with women while being shy and not really having a social circle to lean on. The advice you gave me was to date an older woman. And now wait, what, did I say that? Oh, yeah, I think I did say that. Okay, yeah, I did say that. Okay. Anyway. Oh my God. I don't know what just happened. I just lost it. I do remember that happening. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I just lost my mind. All right. Anyway, I do remember that. Because I think my logic was sound there. It's like, listen, you want confidence and experience. So like I said, yeah, date someone who might have more experience and might be able to help you, you know, get past. All right. Yes. Okay. The advice you gave me was to date an older woman, and now I'm in somewhat of a dilemma regarding an older woman. Oh boy. All right. Okay. We know each other through work, and so far we've met/talked 4 or 5 times outside of work, always with multiple other colleagues around. She's already made it very clear that she's interested, and honestly, I don't know whether I am or not. I don't want to risk causing a scene at work, nor do I want to miss out on the opportunity. I am somewhat attracted to her, but I'm still conflicted about what to do. How do I know whether I should turn her down or just dive in? There's a couple of questions here. How do I know whether I should turn her down or just dive in? How long can I stay neutral or act semi-interested before it turns into me leading her on? Noelle says dating coworkers is usually a bad idea. Haley says coworkers are awkward. Listen, I'm not going to say that it's an awful idea. Not knowing what you do for work, whether this is like a situation, maybe you'll be working there for the rest of your life and you don't really want to like mar that, maybe that's the situation. I get that. But if it's something where you're like, listen, in like a year or two, I probably won't be working here, or I hope to move on and work somewhere else or something like that. If that's the case, I wouldn't let the coworker thing be an issue. It might make things awkward if things don't work out, but so what? There's some experience for you. That's a growing thing. Okay. So I would say don't let the coworker thing, unless it's something where like your career there at this particular place is more important to you, then like maybe tell her that or something like that. Okay. Now, here's where I get a little worried is this. I am somewhat attracted to her. That's tough. I am somewhat attracted to her, but still conflicted about what to do. How do I know whether I should turn her down or just dive in? Okay. My gut, here's where you need to do some soul searching and decide for yourself. What are you hoping to get out of this? If the ultimate goal is to gain some confidence and experience and see what it's like to date someone who, and learn from someone who has more experience dating, etc., I say go for it. And if it works out, great. And if not, it's a life lesson learned, okay? And it might be like a hard lesson learned, depending on how it works with like the work situation. But I'm not immediately like coworker off limits unless it's a family business. Okay. And how long can I stay neutral or act semi-interested before it turns into me leading her on? Well, like how long do you want to stay neutral, right? Like, don't you kind of want to do something with your, don't. You probably want to move on and like get things going. And, so I don't know. Here's what I would say. If the benefits seem to outweigh the positives to you in your soul, go for it. Be like, listen, I think you're cool. You want to go on a date, like just us. You want to meet outside of work, just us. See what happens. If you're getting to that point and you're like, this just doesn't feeling right, then don't do it. And then, I don't know, either talk to her or just let it fade or whatever. I don't know. But I'm happy. I'm proud of this person. I am proud of this person. Not for listening to me. Because again, I only give advice when I'm asked. I'm not giving advice. Like, I'm not like out here telling people what to do because I think I'm an expert. It's just like, well, I need something to talk about. So like, let's, whatever. And this fan base is largely, down to talk about this stuff. So let's talk about it. And it just gets filtered through me. I'm not an expert or anything, but I am proud of this person for trying something that someone told them to do because they thought that might help them with their social anxiety or whatever, or dating habits or whatever. So again, my answer, I'll give it a shot. Doesn't have to be serious. Doesn't have to be, it could be casual. I don't know what that is. I've never really casually dated anyone. But it could be. I think that's a thing. What do other people say? Rachel says, try to spend time with them one-on-one to see if there's any chemistry and go from there. Yes. It's hard to gauge in a group setting sometimes, especially around coworkers. Yes. Cozy says, I started dating a coworker and we've been going strong now for about 8 months. Not always a bad move. I would agree. Jado says, time will tell. Noelle says, doesn't sound like you're invested enough, Anon. I can't tell. I can't tell if they're invested. They're invested enough to like come here and be like, yo, I need help making this decision. Ooh, DeGosser says, if you're looking to settle down, then don't do it. But if you're doing it for the experience, then fuck it. Yeah, see, that's kind of where I'm at. But like in the sense, like, you got to do something, right? Like, I get the impression that this person is like, I have to do something. I have to take the next. I'm sick of being uncomfortable in like dating situations and stuff like that, and I just like want to get over that. So even if the next relationship I pursue isn't the one, I'll have gotten past these hangups. I like this question. I'm down for updates. If this person, Frank says an older person might have different goals in the relationship. So if you're looking for something long term, make sure those are communicated equally. Kerpot says, I dated her coworker, but then we broke up and it was really awkward and painful seeing her every day. Then she got married and she's pregnant. Well, maybe that'll happen. Keep us posted on this situation if you're down, because I'm curious. Ooh, this is a long one, but I think it's going to be good. Oh, man, this is really... Oh, no, this is okay. Okay. All right. Stick with me here. My boyfriend sent money for rent to a girl he had previously flirted with. This was right before we became official, and we were titled as exclusive for a few months. All right, I'm a little confused already. Just a little confused, only because, like, all right, what do you mean it was right before you became official, but you were exclusive for months? I would assume that being exclusive for a few months is, like, the official thing. Whatever. Okay. Just gonna read it and move on. He didn't tell me that he sent rent to a girl he had previously flirted with. I had to find out on my own by asking the girl because he said she was a weird random online girl that was obsessed with him, and I didn't believe that. However, the girl clarified that it was the opposite. This is why we're here. She has also never paid him back the money as she said she would. His excuse was that he felt bad for her and believed she would pay him back. I am pissed and hurt and feel betrayed. Up until this point, I would say, I'm with you. Yes. I don't blame you. I told him if he wants to be with me again, he has to send me the same amount he sent her. Okay. This is great. That was really good. Um, because he has been telling me he loves me and only sent it to her because he felt bad about her money situation. While I have been venting to him about my money situation and didn't get offered any help from him. If he wants me like he says he does, he would do it, right? Because I'm not just a random weird girl, quote unquote, referring to what he said about this other girl that he sent money to. Random weird girl. Okay. If he wants me like he says he does, he would do it, right? Or should I leave for good? They have never met, but he did contact her. He did contact her trying to meet up and told me it was only to get the money from her. Is he a cheater? This also started because I realized he had only unfollowed her instead of blocking her after I told him to block girls he has talked to. Oh boy. He also makes me block any guy that I've talked to or that flirts with me. It's so unfair, and he said he doesn't remove those girls because he makes music and considers them fans. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, man. All right. What do we want to do about this, chat? Kojo said double the money and give it to the next person. That was great. All right. Yeah, Jada says it's not signs of a healthy relationship. That's, yeah. None of this is good, okay? None of this is good. None of this is good. Yeah, I think you gotta go. And like the money thing, okay, I don't believe. Where do I even start with this? Let's go point by point. All right. He felt bad for her and believed she would pay him back, but he also said she was a weird random online girl that was obsessed with him. Yeah, I don't believe that. Like, why the fuck would he feel bad? Do you know how many random people ask me for money? Or like, you know, whatever. Currency in some form. And do it like out of guilt? I don't feel bad. I don't know them. Okay, yeah. So I'm not buying that this person said he felt bad for her. And if he did, like, jokes on him, dude. Now, I told him if he wants to be with me again, he has to send me the same amount he sent her. Now that, I feel like that's nothing. Like, that's a short-term thing. And the best thing that could come out of that is, like, you get the equivalent of someone else's rent. Like otherwise, I don't, you know what? I don't know. Because this is only going to keep going in some form or another. They have never met, but he did contact her trying to meet up and told me it was only to get the money from her. See, that I don't believe. Personally, that I don't believe. Is he a cheater? I don't know. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. What's going on in the chat here? Oh. Okay, close just explain that. Exclusive means you're not seeing other people, but you're not ready to commit to being in a relationship yet because you're still feeling it out. Okay. All right. Now, this is someone in the chat. Okay. And it's $150 is the amount we're talking to. He felt bad because the girl told him she really needed help and that she'd pay him back, and he believed her. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is a mess. I think I say blow it up. Go. Just go, you know? No, it's just $150 towards rent. I think you go. I think just you know, this has to stop. The whole thing. And there needs to be like a hard reassessment of like what it is to be in a relationship. And whether the parties involved here are even ready to be in a relationship, because it doesn't really sound like it. And also, like, if there's like the thing about like the blocking the exes and stuff like that, like, that makes me a little nervous too. Now, granted, I'm like in my 30s, right? So this isn't, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to move on. I'm sorry. I think this has to end. And like, call the money a loss. If you can get $150, great. But like, you know, I don't know. There's a great deal of emotional immaturity going on here. I wouldn't worry about this guy. He says he doesn't remove those girls because he makes music and considers them fans. Who is he, Drake? Adam, I've been with someone for a few months. When we are together, they are engaged and we have a great time. When we are apart, they rarely initiate contact and often put off plans we've made. Should I break it off? I would address it first. Sounds like that person has a commitment issue, or like a personal, you know, I don't know. Or like, I don't know. I would address it with them. Unless you have, and then there's no change. Then, yeah, you can break it off. That's what I would say. Can a girl ask a guy out? Yeah. How about if you don't know if the person is single or not? I don't want to be a creep, but also would rather meet someone in real life. I support that. Yeah, a girl can absolutely ask a guy out, and I just ask. Hey, do you have a girlfriend? Because I want to be yours. Or something. I don't know. You know, whatever. Yeah, you can do it. 100%. Yeah, everyone in the chat agrees with this too. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat. Sage advice is a good thing. I don't know if that was referring to... Oh, okay. Yeah, they're talking about JDuff. JDuff does have sage advice. Okay. Yeah, everyone in the chat agrees here. Noel says, I'd rather swallow glass, but you should do it. Yeah. Salem says, guys are stoked to be asked out. Haley says, I asked my boyfriend out. Yeah. Go with it. And then how do you know if they're saying, like, just ask. Hey, do you have a girlfriend? And if he's like, yeah, you'd be like, oh, okay. And then if he says why, be like, well, I was gonna ask you out on a date or something, but you have a girlfriend, so don't worry about it. Have I ever watched Esoterica, Let's Talk Religion, or any of these kind of YouTube channels? I feel like you'd like the Hermeticism content from Esoterica. No, I don't think so. Let me look. No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm familiar with this. I'll bookmark this. The mysterious origins of the angel Metatron from the third book of Enoch. Okay. Recently, I was broken up with by my boyfriend. He wants to just be friends because we are very close. I would love to continue our relationship in any way I can. He means a lot to me. Ultimately, I think it will be fine, but I'm the kind of person that never really loses feelings. If he took me back like he has before, I would 100% say yes, mostly because I don't like being in a relationship. And the only person I could see a future with is him. Is this really toxic? What are your thoughts? Can I try to move on while continuing our friendship? I really can't see my life not including him. I just hope I don't remain in love with him for the next however many years. My heart is so broken right now. That's really nice. I don't know why I said that's really nice, but that's thoughtful. It's nice to hear listen, it's not nice, but I mean, it's nice. It's sweet that there's thought. It's sad and sweet. Okay, here's what I would say. I don't think you're going to really be able to move on if that person is like in the forefront of your life. So maybe you can remain friends, but maybe not best friends for a little bit, or else it's going to be hard because, yes, like this person says, if you stay friends, you'll have to watch them date other people and be okay with that. Frank says you'll never get the closure you deserve from the relationship if you push for friendship. On the OC, people are constantly breaking up and then being like, but we're still friends, right? And they're like, yeah, of course. And then they're always back together. And, maybe that's not the right move right now. This stream is fucking great. I would just like to say I'm having a great time. Yeah, I'm watching the OC for the first time. That's what I would say. I think, the phrase "take me back" is alarming too, a little bit. If he took me back like he has before, I would 100% say yeah. I don't think that's like really toxic, but it's kind of, that puts you in a position that like makes you, you're not a product, you're like a person. So you are a person. Unless like a bot wrote this. I don't think that's the case. So I don't know. I wouldn't think of it like that. I wouldn't think of it like taking me back. It's a partnership, and it's like it's, I don't want to steer this person astray because whoever wrote this, I have a good feeling about them. But also, if someone's willing to break this off like multiple times, then maybe the issue is with them and you just let them deal with it and you do your own thing. Kissing Daisy says there's like a power imbalance. Yes, I agree with that. Cozy App says if this is a cycle of breaking up and him taking you back. Oh, if this is a cycle of breaking up and him taking you back, it doesn't sound sustainable. I agree. Kerpot says when I break up with someone and they want to be friends, I block them and delete their number so that I can move on. Well, if that's what you have to do, you know, that's a tactic. Shannon says it's hard for me to be friends with someone romantically interested when the feeling isn't reciprocated, so I can't imagine how it feels to be on the other end. That's pretty funny. I understand what you mean by that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I'm laughing. Anyway. Whatever you end up doing, don't end up just letting yourself be an option. That's right, late start. That is right. That's right. No, Shannon, it's just funny. It's funny to be like, yeah, this happens all the time to me where people are interested in me and I'm not interested in them. It's just funny. I know that's not what you meant, but it's just funny. I don't know. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. How about this one? Uh-oh. This isn't good. Oh no. Oh no. My spouse spends so much time fixating on this stream, I feel like I'm being ignored. How can this be fixed? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oof. What is there to be fixated on? You know? Yeah, of course. Now everyone is like, oh no. Oh boy. Well, talk to them. You just gotta talk to them. Be like, listen, you're ignoring me for the Wicca Phase streams. And if they're like, oh no, I kind of want to bring Kitty into this. Oh man, I don't know. Like, dude, all right. So your spouse is just like really down. They're like, listen, I 3 times a week, this is appointment viewing for me. And you're like, fuck, like now I feel like I'm being ignored. I would like to know this, like what are you after? Do you want more personal time with them? Hold on, I'm going to ask Katrina about this. Katrina. You don't have to come on camera. Someone asked a funny question. It's this anonymous relationship advice thing. Someone wrote in, my spouse spends so much time fixating on this stream, I feel like I'm being ignored. How can this be fixed? What do you say?
I would say on the OC, Summer would say, you have to give it up.
All right. So thank you. That's like the 5th OC reference on this stream, by the way.
We're watching a lot of the OC.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. The real advice would be to 1 or 2 times a week.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like 1 or 2 times a week.
You don't need to be at all 3.
People are very taken by the way that I'm interacting with you right now. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Okay. Kitty's advice was like, maybe ask him to limit the amount of times that he's watching. We're on season 2, by the way. Near the end of season 2. Now, okay. She says limit it 1 or 2 times a week. As the host of this show, I don't suggest that. But listen, I'm not trying to ruin a marriage here. So I think there's a couple things I would need to know to... Thanks, Kojo. A couple things I would need to know. Man, I love this question. Okay. 1. How much time are they spending on other interests? 2. Do you have kids? Do you have hectic lives where you don't get a lot of one-on-one time? Doesn't matter. Kids, high stress, jobs, family obligations, or something, right? Where like you just don't get to spend a lot of time. So, and then like you might only get like a couple hours a week, and he's spending like 4.5 hours with me watching Twitch every week. I can see like, all right, that could be annoying, right? However, yes, this isn't totally, man. Danny says, watch it together or get a hobby. Yeah. Now, Danny also is assuming that this is a man writing this about their wife. I assumed it was a woman writing this about their husband. I don't know why. All right. Oh, I hate this. I'm sorry. It's gonna suck when, like... Is the person who wrote this watching this right now? We're an hour into this. Maybe I converted them. Maybe I don't know. Like, if it's that much of a problem, give them an ultimatum. It's me or the Wicca Phase streams. If it's that much of a problem, but also, like, why not just pursue your own? You guys are married. Like, pursue your, I don't know. You could also pursue your own hobbies if you want for 4 hours a week. I do understand. Listen, I have a lot of hobbies too, right? I watch, like, I have no shortage of hobbies. I try and incorporate those hobbies in times when, like, in times that don't cut into personal time. So if I'm cooking or something like that, I'll watch wrestling. Or if I'm, like, working, I'll have, like, wrestling or something on, like, on a second monitor. If I'm listening to podcasts, it's, like, while I'm doing something else or while I'm driving. Or if there's, like, extra time to fit it in. I cannot take priority over, like, a husband or a wife. I'm sorry. Like, I can't, right? That's right, Helist. I can't. So, I don't know. I would offer those solutions to someone. Be like, yo, can you, like, since you spend, like, maybe ask them, hey, since you also spend, like, 4 hours a week playing video games or something, why don't you watch the Wicca Phase replays while you're playing video games and then, like, whatever. I don't know. Okay, I have to move on. There's just so many more. I'm sorry. Who doesn't want to watch this phase for 4 hours a week, though? Hey, Adam, I have recently entered into the dating pool after a devastating and out-of-nowhere breakup in June. Congratulations. That's me saying that. Oh, Danny says... Yeah, okay, anyway. Sorry, I realized, like, I might start seeing what people from the chat had to say about that. I feel like, no offense to everyone in the chat, but this person probably hates you as much as they hate me, right? Anyway. Okay. I've recently entered into the back into the dating pool after a devastating and out of nowhere breakup in June. I started talking to someone and we really hit it off, and we're talking every day. It's been about a week since we talked, and I have no idea when I'll hear from them again because they've been really busy and stressed, but they said it wasn't anything personal. My therapist said I should maybe talk to some other people because I basically dropped everyone on dating apps to talk to this person. And then parentheses, because of my autism, it's really hard to have multiple conversations at once with people I don't know. That's fair. We haven't discussed exclusivity. I just learned about exclusivity from Cloves. Thank you, Cloves. But it makes me sad to start talking to other people. What are your thoughts? Listen, I don't want to say like dump this person immediately because maybe they are stressed and I don't know like what their life situation is or what their job is or anything like that. But might not be a bad idea, you know. If it feels like it's fading away, maybe it is, and maybe you should start talking to other people while you're not too deep into it. I know it might seem like you're deep into it because it's like your first, you know, like quote unquote relationship back since the big breakup, but you know, in reality, it's only been a couple of months at most. So that's my advice. Angel has it really doesn't take that much effort to send a text. I agree with that. Yeah, that's true. If they're not communicating clearly, why when they're not around, that's an early red flag. Shameless says, can you help me not to please? Yeah. Well, hold on. I can't read yours and that because I don't know. Sorry, I can't read yours and that. Everyone's going to know which one I'm talking about. I'll pick a random one. And then, yeah. All right. My advice there, though, is I think it might be a good idea. Also, if your therapist says something, they know you better than I do. So it might be a good idea to listen to them. Adam, can I have your number? No. My spouse. Oh, we did that one. Sorry. I've been chatting with X for a while outside the stream, and I'm nervous to ask her for her number. Can you help me get the courage to express my feelings to her? All right, so I'm not going to say the person who they've been chatting with. You just gotta do it. Hey, listen, in case you haven't figured it out already, I'm like into you. You know, is it cool if I get your number? I would just like to get to know you better. Something like that. Say that. There. You don't even have to think about it. Just type that out. How do you get your girlfriend to pay attention to you when all they do is stare at their phone or hang out with their family? What? You gotta tell them about it, I guess. You have to be like, listen, you don't pay attention to me. You just stare at your phone or hang out with your family. So if that's what a relationship is to you, it's not what I want in a relationship, and I think we need to address this or break up. There you go. Boom. Have you ever smoked weed with your spouse? No, I have not. I don't. No. I like don't know. I don't do that. I'm sorry. I just like can't. I can't. My brain doesn't. Okay. All right. Have I ever smoked weed with John Simmons? Yes, I have. Another one. Yo, I just figured out who X is. Is she single? I can't. I'm not going to be setting people up here. Sorry, I'm trying to find this one. I don't. Is there like a? Oh, maybe it's this one. All right, maybe it's this one. There's a trigger warning for self-harm here. Okay. Me, female, was set up with another girl. Wait, hold on. Are these names? I think these are fake. I think these are fake names. Yeah, these are fake names, I think. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Me, female, was set up with another girl, Raina. I need to draw a chart. By my best friend, Lexi. Okay, me was set up with Raina by Lexi. Lexi was pushing really hard for this person to DM Raina to hook up with her. So Lexi was like, yo, you need to DM Raina and hook up with her. When I told Lexi I planned an actual date with Raina, Lexi lost her shit and all of a sudden told me she has a crush on Raina. Whoa. Mind you, Lexi is very straight-leaning and got mad and told me I couldn't date Raina. Raina doesn't like Lexi in a romantic way, but she really likes me. Lexi has been super controlling and manipulative now and doesn't even want me talking to Raina. I also really like Raina. We seem perfect for each other. What the fuck do I do? Because Lexi got so toxic, she kept threatening self-harm in regards to me talking to Raina and saying if she hurt herself, it would be my fault. All right. Holy shit. I hope A24 is watching this. Here's what I would say. Oh, boy. Actually, I don't know. What does the chat say? Yeah, big nopes here. Listen, here's what I say. Lexi, what's going on with Lexi here? Yeah, Lexi needs to go. I'm sorry, but Lexi needs like professional help and also is not a friend to you. I'm sorry. It'd be really funny if these were people's real names. But I am sorry, okay? Man. Lexi has to go. This is so weird. Like, what was Lexi trying to do? Like, what was her plan? Listen, if Raina, yeah, Cloves is right here. It's never your fault if someone hurts themselves. Literally never. That's toxic as hell. And if someone hurts themselves, it's their right. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now, I do think that you might be playing with fire a little bit if you pursue this relationship with Raina. And I'm sorry to say that because it sounds like this could work between you and Raina, but you're always going to have the Lexi variable there, right? I'd be curious to know what Raina says about this in this situation. Because there's also a strength in numbers thing. You know what I mean? Where it's like, well, if it, whatever. Raina is mad at Lexi. Raina is mad at Lexi. Right. For the same reasons here? Ooh, Danny says better to be lonely than have toxic company. That you wouldn't drink poison because you were thirsty. All right. That might be it, Danny. That was really good. Wow. I don't know if I was ready for that level of honesty from Danny. Shannon says Lexi needs to be told that her behavior is unacceptable. That is true. I say this. You have to get your house in order. Okay? I agree. You have to take Shannon's route. Tell her, listen, this behavior is unacceptable. Now, what you do, how you decide to pursue this with Raina, that's up to you. Like, if you're like, it's worth it, I'm going to be with this person forever. If, it's that worth it for me, then okay. But you have to know that you're playing with fire. But I also get, like, you could also just, I don't know. Okay. Taylor says Raina is a crazy fake name. I know a couple of Rainas. Yeah. I'm sorry. I think Lexi does have to be told, like, Lexi needs to shut the fuck up. All right, let's be honest. And then whatever happens with you and Raina, that's up to you, because I don't know these people, so I don't really know, like, what, but otherwise, Lexi needs to chill the fuck out. And, like, what was she trying to do? Okay. I'm gonna rapid fire some of these. I have to get out of here at 8:30, but then I'll pick some of these back up next on Tuesday. Okay, we won't do a full stream dedicated to it. There's not that many more left. Yeah. Okay. Oh, another one. I would like to declare my love for X. She is so sweet, so pretty, but I fear she won't like me back. Listen, again, I'm sorry to... These are all different people, by the way. Like, people who keep getting... Like, people who are, like, trying to, like, initiate contact with other people in the chat. They're all different names that I'm censoring. I don't know what to do about that. I'm sorry. You want me to... Ooh, Mouser says, wouldn't it be funny if two people submitted about each other? Yes, it would. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I don't even know. Yeah. Wait. I should DM the people. Here's the thing. No one signed their name. So it would just be like me being like, hey, someone random said that they yeah, you're just saying, right. The person who submitted this should just DM the person. Yes, I agree. Okay. I once fell in love with someone, I'm not going to say the name. He didn't break my heart, but he emotionally scarred me. He didn't treat me very well. I want to see if it's just me because... Oh, I can't... This person, like, wants to know if other people had experience with someone and, like... That, I can't... It's just messy. I'm sorry. I can't just, like, be talking about other people that aren't... You know what I mean? Sorry. Okay. I'll do two more, okay? I've been in one relationship, which is when I was... Hold on, sorry. I've been in one relationship, which is when I was 19. Oh, sorry. This is from a 25-year-old female, okay? I've been in one relationship, which is when I was 19, with someone 8 years my senior, and it was incredibly abusive beyond anything I could even begin to explain. So the other person was 27, while this person was 19. Every guy I've been interested in since then has just used me in some form or another and has never actually been interested in having a relationship with me. At this point, I'd rather swallow glass than tell someone my feelings for them. I'm starting to feel like I will never receive the love that I give and that maybe I must be undeserving of it because I've yet to receive it. Right. That's not true. This is me jumping in right now and saying, no. I don't know what to do anymore, and it's really shitty. I understand. I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying that I've been there, but I understand what you're saying. So the issue here, there's not really a question, but the issue is what? The question is, will you never receive the love that you give in return? No. The answer to that is no. Yes, Salem says right here, these guys aren't a reflection of your value or worth. That's absolutely right. Now, perhaps there might need to be an adjustment, like, maybe look at the people you've dated and see if there's like a common thread between them, and then maybe be like, okay, that's something I need to look out for, because like dating people with all these shared characteristics, this particular shared characteristic is not working out. And I don't mean like brown hair or something like that, But it's not a reflection of you, It could just, yeah. Salem says maybe continuing to work on yourself and valuing self-love will attract a guy that sees value in you. I love that answer. 25 is not old at all. So, right. Once you value yourself, you attract people who do too. That's right. That's right. Now we are talking. J-Duff says they're all the wrong people. You deserve nothing less than the best. I also agree with that. Yes. See, this is where like a support system helps. Because all I can really say is, you're wrong. It's not you. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. Danny says self-worth will get you so far in life. Let me tell you right now. There you go. All right, I'll do one more, okay? I'll try and do this chronologically so I can just like make a clear marker of where I left off. How to not get so overprotective or jealous. I'm a pretty sane person and can normally control myself, but sometimes when it comes to my partner, my jealousy really gets a hold of me. Any advice? Well, it sounds like you know what you need to work on, right? I would like to know like what the triggers are. Like if it's like, hey, my partner keeps making out with other people. I don't think you have to worry about your jealousy getting a hold of you there. But like, I don't know. It would help to know like, yeah, like what is triggering, like what are some examples of like what triggers this? What are the situations? What does your partner say? Like when you say to them, I'm feeling jealous right now, Yeah. Angel says, Angel and J-Duff are doing a lot of heavy lifting here. I mean, a lot of people are. I'm just, from people who don't normally talk that much. You know what I mean? Angel says jealousy stems from insecurity normally, not trying to make assumptions, but your partner is in a relationship with you. They could choose others, but they chose you. That's right. That's right. Okay. We're going to drop this. I'm going to put a line in this right here. Okay? There's only a couple others. A lot of them aren't related to anything either, so that's okay. And we're going to pick this back up on Tuesday, along with some other stuff. I'm going to work on music, maybe some other stuff. Definitely work on music. Yes. Okay? Listen, this was a great stream. Great stream. Thank you, everyone. These are great questions. I hope people got something out of this. If they submitted a question, and if they didn't submit a question, I hope you got something out of this. Let's pick a winner. Who's the winner? Where'd it go? Angel's the winner. Good job, Angel. All right. Congratulations. That's for your hard work. How about that? That's random, by the way. Join the Discord. We'll get to the rest of these. Yeah, I'll make some music on Tuesday. And maybe do some web store stuff too. And then do these. Does that sound good? All right. Is there anything else before I get out of here? No? Okay. Thanks, everyone. Talk soon. Okay? Join the Discord. Oh, someone already did that? Okay. Good night. Bye.
snake charmer. He's reading Chess Life magazine, getting angles, all types of angles, and the game solving, social and charming. Your new name will be Holiday when the ones you lost meet the ones you found. fire burns, the color drowns. It's time for leaving, falling down the ceiling. There's a crack in the wall to hold it up. Get in best and cancel the rest. It's too late not to stay. Taking, not giving, you faking, you living. Your new name will be Holiday. When the ones you lost meet the ones you found, the fire burns, the color drowns, and you'll start to shake.